What's up, guys? Welcome back to J&J MMA. Today we're going to discuss the main card of UFC 294. We're also going to discuss two random prelim fights that kind of caught our eye. So real quick off the early prelims, we're going to start with the opening of the whole main event. It's going to be Magomedov versus Bruno Silva. This is going to be very interesting. This is Shara's debut. Do you have anything you want to say about this man?
Um, yeah, I definitely don't know much about him besides I've seen him in a few little like videos leading up to this whole thing. I want to say it got it added on last minute if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think so. I'm not sure, bro, to be real with you. I mean, I've heard about him like on the indies and shit, but I really don't know like about his UFC signing and all that.
I got you. Yeah, I really don't know a whole lot about him. It's crazy to me that he only has one eye. And he's like I swore I thought that you couldn't fight in the UFC if you only had one eye. Like I know you saw us leaving them in the next year, but I mean they're still here till the end of this year, and I swore they gave Michael Bisping shit for that back in the day. Um, but yeah, maybe
Uh,
it's just changed now, and I'm just ignorant to it. But it's crazy to me. I'm surprised. I'm curious to see how well he's going to do. That's crazy though.
yeah, no, bro, like with the physicals and everything. I don't know. I mean, Bisping passed him, so hell, he figured out a way.
He did, but I mean, I wanted he at least had like the fake eye that this dude very blatantly only has one eye. Michael Bisping, it's like, we could tell now, especially now that we know, but yeah, that's crazy to me.
I mean, he got two eyes. We just don't know if the other one works.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And you know what? More power to him. I'm just curious
Yeah.
how that's gonna
But yeah,
go.
no, bro. He's 11-0. He got 10 wins by knockout or TKO. He got one decision. Going up against Bruno Silva, who got 23 wins, 9 losses. Bruno is one of those dudes, man. Like right now, he's 1-3 in his last four. He's lost to people like Gerald Meerschaert and Alex Pereira. But we can't discount him. He went 3 rounds to Pereira and lost unanimously. But he didn't get KO'd by the boy.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely something.
I feel like, I don't know if Magomedov's gonna try to just sit there and just, headhunt the whole time, which I'm sure he probably is. But I don't know if he's gonna tire himself out, because I feel like it's gonna be like his first like big competition. So we'll just see if it's actually gonna be a big step up for him or not.
Yeah, I'm interested in it.
I very much am too. So I'm just happy that's the opening of the show, man. But we're gonna move on to the actual closing prelim. It's going to be number 10, Tim Elliott versus number 11, Muhammad Makayev. This one I just want to talk about because number one, dude, honestly, I fuck with Makayev heavy. Especially, like, I have a lot of respect for him because I've seen his last few fights. But his last one, I don't know if you saw that, but he got
That's the
caught
knee
in that.
bar.
Yeah, he got caught in that motherfucker,
Yeah.
dude. And just, that shit looked nasty.
Yeah, dude, I definitely would have tapped personally. That looked like his knee was literally inverted for a moment. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, bro, it did not look comfy. And he went up against Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott's had a wild past fucking year. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows if you're in like with the MMA bubble, but stuff with his ex-wife and all that.
Yeah.
Boy just going through it. And I'm low key, man, I hope he can channel that just that anger. You know what I mean?
No,
And
100%, yeah.
like if I were him, I would be pretty goddamn upset if I had that bad of a year and then get beat by Makayev. I'm not gonna lie, but I am leaning towards Makayev winning just because he's very much impressed me. But Tim Elliott's, he's a veteran, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I'm rooting for Tim Elliott just because of all that personal stuff that's happened with him. I really want him to have this win. Um, but I could easily see Makayev taking this fight just because of how resilient and good he is.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be up in the air, just like the other one. So I feel like those two are really good to open and close the prelims, but leading into the main card. But opening the main card, we got Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Mo- Fuck, bro. I'm gonna fuck his name up really bad.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Gaffarov. We'll just call him
Yeah,
Gaffarov.
Gaffarov. We'll go for Gaffarov. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I've seen Saeed Nurmagomedov's last 2 to 3 fights, and he's honestly a really good fighter. I know one of his fights, he was getting beat up for a little bit, then he ended up getting a sub, I believe, or a KO. Don't quote me on that. I'm going by memory.
Okay.
But I know nothing about Gaffarov, to be real with you. So I'm kind of just leaning towards Saeed on this one.
Yeah, no, I too don't. I honestly, I don't really know much about either one of them. I'm assuming Saeed is related somehow, or just is a part of that Habib circle. So
I
I'm just
don't
gonna
think they're
say,
related, actually.
really, they have like the same last name, but I guess that doesn't mean something on that part of the world. But yeah,
Nah.
I'm just gonna lean to him. Yeah, Russian. He's probably got that sambo. He's probably just gonna win.
Yeah, nah, bro. Just like Islam, bro. They are able to hydrate a little more. All the Russians gonna
Oh,
come ready,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
come prepared.
Yeah.
But next fight we got Ikram. I'm not even gonna attempt his last name because I know I'm gonna butcher it. Versus Warley Alves. And so Alves is actually the favorite coming into this fight. At least what's shown on the UFC website. And Alves, from what I've seen, and I've only seen clips of him. I haven't seen a lot of fights. He's a pretty decent fighter. Right now in the UFC, he's kind of like win lose, win lose. So I feel like this fight's kind of just set up for Ikram to have a good showing in Abu Dhabi, and I mean that respectfully.
Okay. Yeah, those two I'm also not super familiar with, so I'm just gonna probably lean towards Russia on that one as well.
All right, we're just gonna go with the hydration policy on that.
100%.
All right, but now these last two though will definitely have some good topics on, good conversation.
Yeah.
Um, it's gonna be number two, Magomed Ankalaev versus number
Mhm.
7 Johnny Walker. It's gonna be a light heavyweight bout. I'm honestly super hyped for this one.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna be a super exciting fight with fireworks, or it's gonna be boring as shit.
Well, one of the most boring light heavyweight fights I've seen in a long time. Uncle Live was definitely a part of that. So yeah,
Yo,
it's definitely possible.
I'm just scared of like him trying to keep it to the ground the whole time.
Well,
Cause
hopefully it won't.
we'll see. I mean, because Johnny is fucking wild on the feet, and most everybody's counting Johnny out of this fight. Like I know everything that I've seen leading up to this, most people are just automatically thinking it's a shoe in for fucking Ankalaev to take it. But I feel like, Johnny has a puncher's chance, and with that motherfucker, it's not even a puncher's chance. I think it's gonna be like a spinning kick or something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, I personally not only am rooting for him, but I think he could win. But I know Ankalaev is really good, so it's going to be a tough fight for him, especially because of the ground game. But you know, it's hard for me not to root for Johnny.
Yeah, no, it's definitely who I'm rooting for. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I can definitely see all the pluses of Ankalaev. He's definitely a way better grappler, and I feel like if he can take it to his realm, he's gonna take the fight. But I very much am rooting for Johnny. But so we're gonna move on to the co-main event. This shit fucking shook me that this is even happening. You got number 1 at welterweight fighting number 4 at welterweight for some reason, and I mean that in the sense of for some reason at middleweight, and also for some reason why the fuck is Chimaev still number 4 at welterweight.
Yeah.
But this fight's very interesting. Dana's come out and said that whoever wins is gonna fucking fight Sean Strickland at 185 for the belt. I guess Drakus is no longer existent. He got snapped away by Thanos,
Oh, missed his
and
chance.
we'll see, man. How are you feeling about this one? I know we talked about it already a little bit, but how you feel like it's gonna go, like, prediction wise?
Yeah, no, yeah. Without getting into everything again, like we already have, I'll just say I'm gonna lean Hamzat on this one. Um, I don't think it's gonna be an easy thing. This isn't gonna be like him going out there and completely running over our boy Holland, but I still think it's gonna go Hamzat's way.
I could definitely see him taking it, like 100%. I don't know, man. At first, I was kind of thinking maybe Kamaru could put up more of a fight, bro. But I don't know, man. I'm convinced homie hurt his knee. Number one. Number two, he just do not look fucking happy. in this picture, dude. I was on that website, and that just convinced me that he's just not fucking ready.
No,
Like, and
I
I don't mean
mean,
that in a fuck way, but he just do not look happy.
no, yeah, I between the whole knee pop thing, which it's hard not to think that that was a real video with him really saying that, but uh also I just feel like he's got a lot of pressure on him. He's lost 2 times now in a row to the current welterweight champion, so he doesn't even have that title back. And now he's trying to go up on like a, 10, 12-day notice, whatever it is, to fight Khamzat. And it's not like he isn't a great wrestler, so that that's what I'm saying. He's going to be able to compete, but I just think there's going to be a lot of pressure because now he has to go and beat the scariest wrestler, Boogeyman, that was coming up already in his division. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to get to him. Khamzat, he's always been one track, just I'm here to smash you, and that is all I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
So
exactly, bro. I really feel like Kamaru, because like Hamzat always just runs in every fight he charges in. And I feel like Kamaru is gonna try to treat this like the Colby Covington fights and do the same thing, but then fucking realize, unlike Colby, this ain't staying to the fucking feet. You know what I
no,
mean? So
exactly.
I don't know. I could see Chimaev honestly either. I mean, I don't see Chimaev finishing him though. Like not in the sense. I don't see him knocking him out. I see more Chimaev probably getting like a sub on him. To be honest.
That's what I think. I think Chimaev will want to prove that he's a better wrestler, so he'll probably do something with that to start off. If all else fails, a fucking Kamaru doesn't have the best chin so far, so it could happen.
Bruh, put Kamaru in a knee bar, it's over.
Honestly, dude, special. Oh, it'd be nice if he knew which one.
It'd be very nice, bro. So yeah, no, we're pretty sure that Hamzat's gonna smash, but crazier things have happened in this sport, so you never know.
Yeah.
But moving on to the main events, the lightweight title bout, we got Islam Makhachev versus Alexander the Great Volkanovski. I mean, like I said, we talked about this one previously as well. Man, I don't know, dude. Like, I really want Volk to win, bro, but I just don't know if he's gonna be able to take it on a 10 days notice.
I disagree. I definitely think Volk's going to win. Without going into a whole bunch of detail and saying things that have already been said, he definitely can. He's shown that it's possible for him to win. I think with Islam, Islam has had pretty much a full camp to prepare, so he is, pretty fit and healthy for this. But he's also been training for Charles the whole time. And so that quick switch up to now it's time to go back to Volk, which he hasn't fought since that fight with Volk. Volk's had another fight in between this. So it's not like he's completely out of shape and not been training this entire time since that last fight. And now he's right back into it and he's got just a drive to really win this. So I don't know. I really feel like Volk's going to be able to take it this time.
But like, and I can see it, man. I can see that in a sense, because I mean, it's not like Volk's gonna get destroyed by any means. I feel like it could go either way. I'm just kind of just nervous looking back at their last fight, like rewatching it, and just seeing like what happened on a full camp versus now like on a 10-day. And I just feel like as long as Volk isn't gun shy with throwing fucking hands, because I feel like he has way better hands than Islam. Like that's not a secret. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I feel like as long as he can just fucking just keep throwing shit and avoid the ground, because don't get me wrong, he didn't do terrible on the ground, but if he can avoid that shit or start, stuffing the takedowns better, like I feel like then he can take it. But I'm just not sure how it's gonna go because I don't see Islam finishing Volk. I feel like it's gonna go all 5 again, but I can see Volk knocking out Islam possibly. But it's just one of those things where it's just like I don't know because I don't know who's gonna neutralize who. But I'm still scared for Volk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and that is a couple of other things that I think Volk has going for him. Because the first fight, he was a little gun shy on some things because he didn't know for sure how strong Islam is and everything. Now that he's had that experience fighting him, I think he's going in there with more of an actual game plan to win. He's not going to be as gun shy no more. He knows he's going to be able to do some stuff, and yeah, he's a little quicker and better with the hand. So I can see it being a knockout. But either way, I think Volk's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, in just watching the press conference, I feel like he's looking at their body language and stuff. And I'm not trying to like be some analysis person on that or whatever. I just feel like that Alex was coming in a lot more confident than Islam. Like he
Yeah,
was kind of talking shit, which I mean Alex does talk shit a little bit sometimes, but he seemed more riled up this time than he
yeah,
usually is.
I
And I'm
agree.
hoping that's going to be a good thing. Like I'm hoping that he's like, genuinely fired up to be like, I'm here to whoop Islam's ass. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
So,
hoping for.
we'll definitely see how it goes, man. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping for the upset in the end. And with our luck, we might get an upset in the fucking co-main. You never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Um,
I'm looking forward to double champ though, man.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, man. We're gonna see how it goes, and I hope he actually fights in both divisions if he does,
Oh,
man.
you know he will, bro. He's gonna turn around and fight again in January. It's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be great, bro. Alexander the Great. But this basically wraps up our talks and our predictions for the card coming up. It's honestly a super exciting one. So, I hope y'all enjoy it. If y'all have anything to say in the comments or, want to start a discussion or anything, just let us know. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike it. So if you don't, so that way I know. And y'all have a good one.